Hello and welcome back to the February 5th edition of Huskies Weekend Recap. I'm your host, Alexis Pearson. Well, the rest of Minnesota was recovering from the polar vortex this weekend and enjoying 2 days of warm weather. Many Husky student athletes were busy competing this weekend. Let's start with the wrestling team, who was in action on Thursday against Minnesota State University Moorhead. And to no one's surprise, the wrestling team completely dominated again. Travis Swanson of the 141-pound weight class would be the only Husky to pin their opponent on the night, doing it in only 1 minute and 12 seconds. Devin Fitzpatrick won by tech fall in the 165-pound weight class, while his teammates Chance Hemlick, Vince Dietz, and Jake Barzowski each won by major decision. Huskies win this one by a final of 32-6. The men's hockey team was also in action this weekend, playing host to Miami University of Ohio. The Paling brothers must have had a family meeting before taking the ice Friday night, crafting up one heck of a game plan because they put on a show for the home crowd. In fact, the first goal of the game was scored by Paling, assisted by Paling and Paling. You've heard of the 1-2 punch, right? Well, this is the 1-2-3 Paling punch. In 5 Husky goals on the night, the Paling brothers combined for 3 goals and 5 points. Mom and Dad would be proud. Huskies win this one 5-1. Saturday night, the Huskies would look for similar results, and the Huskies got the scoring started early with a goal from Blake Lazat just over 2 minutes into the game. This would be the first of 2 goals from him on the night. In the closing seconds of the second period, Nick Perbix would get his second goal of the season to push the Huskies to a 5-0 lead. Gordy Green would get a puck past David Reddick about halfway through the third on the power play, the only time his team would find the back of the net. Huskies get another 5-1 win and the sweep. The women's hockey team also played host this weekend, welcoming Ohio State University to the Herb Brooks National Hockey Center. Rebecca Freiberger of the Buckeyes would get the first tally of the game halfway through the first, and that would remain the score until the third period, when the Buckeyes would score 3 more to secure the 4-0 win. A chance for redemption on Saturday as the Huskies would look to make something happen, but once again, the Buckeyes would be the only team to find the back of the net, getting at least 1 goal in each of the 3 periods en route to a 5-0 win. The Huskies fall to 8-20-2 on the season. Both basketball teams had a busy weekend as well. On Friday, the men's basketball team took down the Upper Iowa Peacocks in one of their highest scoring games of the season with a 92-74 win. Brindley Tyson and Gage Davis teamed up for 50 points on the night, and this was a particularly special night for Brindley Tyson as his 26 points in this game helped him reach the 1,000-point marker of his career, the second guy to do it this season after teammate Gage Davis reached this milestone back in December. This was the Huskies' 15th win of the season. Saturday would bring the Huskies more success as they would storm past Winona for an 85-70 victory. Gage Davis would lead the team in points with 31, while Brindley Tyson would be right behind him with 25. Sean Smith also played well with 6 blocks on the night and 7 points of his own. The Huskies advanced to 16-6 on the season. The women's basketball team had success on Friday against the Peacocks with a 69-56 victory, only their second win in their last 5 games. Mally Dusick contributed to the Huskies' win with the team leading 23 points, while Tori Wartz had a good game defensively with 4 steals, also tallying 8 points offensively. On Saturday, the Huskies would look to get a win streak going for the first time since the beginning of January when they strung 4 together. But a close 2-point game would find the Huskies on the losing end. The Huskies would lead at halftime, but they couldn't fend off the strong second half by the Warriors, losing by a final score of 55-53. The Red and Black ended the busy weekend 12-8 on the season. Softball was at home this weekend, hosting the Kelly Lass Memorial Tournament, coming away with 3 dominant wins and 1 close loss. The first win of the day would be a 9-1 win over University of Nebraska-Kearney. The Huskies would drop their next game 9-8, but come back and win the final 2 games, both against UW Parkside by scores of 9-1 and 8-0 respectively. Stellar pitching combined with an unstoppable offense helped put the Huskies over the top on the weekend. They start the season 3-1. The baseball team was also in action this weekend in Houston, Texas for their first games of the season. They will be bringing home 3 wins as they were able to take down their opponent in all 3 matchups this weekend. They only allowed 6 total runs on the weekend, scoring 7 or more runs of their own in each game. It's that time of year where some sports are just beginning their season. Tennis is another team that was in action for the first time this weekend. They fell by a score of 5-2, but did see some success on the day. Olivia Fredrickson got a win in her singles match, while Jill Kodrowski and Fernanda Moraes-Quintino teamed up for a doubles win, as did Olivia Fredrickson and Samantha Fitzpatrick. They start the season 0-1. Thanks for watching.